Morning, my name is Liza. I'm a codependent. I had some stuff written down that I was going to share. I had these, great thoughts a couple months ago, like, oh, I could talk about this and this and this. And then listening this morning, I just feel impressed that I need to share a different topic and just about my journey. My journey into CoDA has been kind of a weird one. 2023 was a very, very rough year for me, and my sister too. But I started off 23, leaving my husband in January. And then at the beginning of June of 2023, my divorce was finalized, and I didn't even know it, just through a series of things that he managed to do behind my back. And I had a pretty big breakdown then. And then about 3 weeks later, our mother suddenly got sick and passed away. And I just thought, I can't do this anymore. And shortly after that, I met someone that he's been in Al-Anon for several years, and we started dating. He was like, I really wish you would go to Al-Anon. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then I was seeing my therapist, and she said, you should really try Al-Anon. And I was like, really, God? Are you trying to tell me something? And I was like, okay, well, I'll start doing some searching. And then I don't even know how, but somehow I stumbled on CoDA online. And as I started reading things, I was like, oh my gosh, are they in my head? How do they know these things about me? This is weird. And I told my boyfriend and my therapist, I was like, I found where I need to be. And I started going to meetings online, because I live in College Station, and we don't have any meetings in person, which is really stinky. But anyway, so I did online for a while, and then I kind of fell off. And I was working full-time. I work full-time for a nonprofit agency as a counselor. And since I was then a single mom, I needed more income, so I started a private practice on the side, which is wound up being about another 15 to 20 hours a week. So I was exhausted. I was still recovering from our mother passing and reeling from the divorce, and just wasn't taking good care of myself at all. And just push, going through, overachieving, no self-care, or very little. And then in April, God told me again, he said, you know what, if you're not going to slow down and take care of yourself, I'm going to make you. So I'm not going to give you the long story, but let's just say don't get into those inflatable hamster balls at our age. Just don't. I'm the walking public service announcement. Unless you would like a nice titanium rod and 5 screws in your leg, don't do it, okay? So God said, yeah, I'm going to make you slow down. Watch this. And boy, I came to a screeching halt. I couldn't work. I couldn't walk. I couldn't take care of myself. And that was a huge shocker for me, because I've always just pushed. I had to close down my private practice. I was barely working. My agency is wonderful, and they were letting me work part-time or from home or just as I could. And that was incredibly hard for me to just stop, because that meant I had to really sit in my feelings and really deal with all the things that I've been avoiding, those wonderful character defects, avoidance. But through that, I started doing more meetings and found the online step study group and really started digging into my CoDA work. And I learned so many things through CoDA, and through that experience, I've learned how to accept help. It was really hard for me to let someone come in and clean my kitchen. And believe me when I say I was sitting in the recliner cringing as she's cleaning my kitchen, and all I could think was, just get out of my house. I don't care if my kitchen's dirty, just get out of my house. But I had to let this person do that and help me because I couldn't do it. And I had a 17-year-old who, is not going to do it, so I had to learn how to accept help. And my sister and other people would come and stay with me, help me cook. I had people bring meals. I had people just help me do some cooking and put meals away. My job, I had to let them come in and help me. I had to have people, just give me permission to not be on all the time and not be the overachiever that I've been used to being. And I had to learn how to just give myself permission to feel and to grieve and to sit in that. And just through all of that, I'm a very different person now. I don't intend to restart my private practice anytime soon, which I thought I would never say. But I feel like I've learned to live. I wasn't living, I was surviving. And I had been for 49 years, and I just didn't know it. So I have learned how to live my life. I have learned how to slow down and enjoy the calm and the quiet. I've learned how to let go of the anxiety and the worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. What about this? What about that? I've really learned how to let go of all of that. And it's been an incredible journey. I am not anywhere near the same person as I was 1 year ago today. I'm very, very different. I've had to learn how to set boundaries for myself, to tell people, no, I'm not gonna do that. Or I just don't have time, you can find someone else. I've learned how to say, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'm just not gonna accept that. I've learned how to not take things personally. And it's very, very difficult. But when you dig in and do the steps and get a sponsor, I highly recommend that. Even if you just co-sponsor someone, which is what I'm doing, and we help each other, and it has made an incredible difference in my life. So if you're just starting out, I just want to tell you that it is worth it. You are worth it. You will know a peace and a freedom that you've never known before. And make sure you find a sponsor so that you have someone keep you accountable and someone just to bounce ideas off of. But believe that you are worth it.